do you use educationist as a word and teacher as a word? Are they replaceable or is there a difference between them?
I think anybody can be a teacher.
आने वाले 5-10 साल मैं तो नहीं देख रहा हूँ कि बच्चे घर में ही पढ़ रहे हैं, क्योंकि वो स्कूल में भी नहीं पढ़ते हैं आधे टाइम. So what is the purpose of school right now?
What do you mean by having a goal is not getting a degree? Unfortunately, we admit it or child, it is a human being that we always want black or white. Life is mostly gray, it's not black or white.
Every year there is a question, how much did you get? But when you're in a course, like say for engineering, what are you doing? Engineering? 4 साल बाद में. So why is that a perception of a parent, and what's stopping us from changing that perception?
Everything is based on cracking an exam. It is their canvas. Let them draw their own painting.
So do you think when a student school to a college, the gap between the education is there? Is it there?
जब स्कूल में हमारे फेयरवेल होता है तो मैं सारे स्टूडेंट्स को एक बात जरूर बोलता हूँ. You are inside these 4 walls. Once you get out of these 4 walls, there is a dog sitting outside waiting for you, and it's ready to bite. That dog's name is.
स्कूल में जब आप बच्चे को भेज रहे हैं तो आपकी क्या एक्सपेक्टेशन होनी चाहिए और किस तरह का आपको स्कूल देखना है?
तो सबसे पहले तो देखो आपकी लोकेलिटी के पास में स्कूल कौन सा. नंबर 2, उस स्कूल के बाहर जाके 3-4 दिन खड़े हो जाओ छुट्टी के टाइम. जस्ट गो एंड स्टैंड देयर एंड ऑब्जर्व हाउ आर द किड्स, हाउ आर दे बिहेविंग. मीट अ रैंडम चाइल्ड, आस्क फॉर डायरेक्शन कि यार यहाँ जाना है, आप बता सकते हो. सी हाउ दे टॉक टू यू.
Skill based learning is much more superior than measuring your numbers. The generation we prepared yesterday defines our present, and the generation we prepare today will define our future. Hi, welcome to another episode of The Future You, a podcast where we discuss everything about education and beyond. Today we have with us one of the key members of education societies in Jaipur. Today, I welcome Mr. Dipen Singh, Deputy Director, St. Edmund School, Malvinagar. Sir, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much.
And sir, first of all, thank you so much for being here. I just want to know, like, I got to know that you are an educationist by your passion. So, can you please define what is educationist first thing, and how did you why did you wanted to be an educationist per se?
So, passion is something that comes in from within. And it's difficult for me to define why is education my passion. I'm actually been very fortunate to have been born in a family of educationists. My father, my grandfather, my mother, everyone in my family is an educationist. So education literally runs in our blood. And somewhere when I was young, I've always seen what happens in school behind the scenes and on the stage, and it ingrained in me the sense and the want of being a teacher. And today I'm doing what I love, that is educate.
In your answer only, you use 2 words, right? Like education runs in your blood, and you were around educationists all around, right? And then you wanted to be a teacher, right? So do you use educationist as a word and teacher as a word? Are they replaceable or is there a difference between them?
I think anybody can be a teacher.
Yes. Anyone who has even taught you a thing.
Mother is our first teacher, right?
Yeah.
We all say that parents are our first teachers.
Yeah.
तुम्हें माता च पिता तुम्हें, तो शुरुआत माता और पिता से ही होती है. And teacher is a word that can be used by anybody. Educationist is a broader term in the sense of profession and in the sense of going into the education industry. So that would be a slight difference, but I don't think it makes any difference. It's only terminologically different. मेरे ख्याल से एक टीचर और एजुकेशनिस्ट का काम सेम है, टू लिबरेट द स्टूडेंट. एक मुंडक उपनिषद के अंदर एक लाइन है, सविद्या या विमुक्ति के. कहने का क्या मतलब है कि विद्या वो होती है जो आपको लिबरेट करे, विमुक्त करे. सो इफ यू आर एज अ टीचर एबल टू liberate a student from fears, from the depths of darkness, confusion, frustrations in life, you've done your job as a teacher. And that is what education is. So if you want to call yourself a teacher, do this. If you want to call yourself an educationist, do that.
Before we move forward with the discussion, let's go in the past. You have done your master's in biotechnology, am I right? From
University of Glasgow in Scotland.
so how come you entered the realm of education? Like I understand that it was a family business and thing, but then again, to be a educationist, you have to be passionate about it. You know, you have to be like after studying abroad, your perception about the education system must have been completely changed. So how did you enter this profession of yours?
So two things here. First, I never, in fact, my father and grandfather, we never call it as education business. We call it the business of education.
All right.
There's a difference here. When you call it education business, that means you're doing this for money. But when you're calling the business of education, I believe that you are busy in this for education,
Okay.
right? So first thing that. The second thing would be science has always been my passion. In terms of learning, I'm very curious since I was a child, and even today, I want to ask questions. If I see someone, whether somebody sitting on the street or somebody riding a Mercedes, I want to talk to them and know about things. So as a human, I'm very, very curious. That's why life sciences, really resonated with me. So I went abroad to do my master's in biotechnology. One of the most important things that I learned there was how to be on your own. We as Indian kids are protected by our families and, always with our families. So when I went there, I was alone and I had to figure life out. Right. In the midst of all of this, I realized and somehow found my purpose that, I love to study science, but I don't want to do science all my life. What really matters to me or resonates with me is teaching kids, making lives better, and liberating them from, their fears and their failures. So hence, I wanted to come back and join my parents in what they were doing. And again, as I said, I'm fortunate that I'm born in a family like that. Otherwise, probably I would have been a teacher.
So were there any instances or were there any opportunities that you got in your studies that that sparked that thing in you that I want to teach and I want to give it back to the society?
Since I was a kid, I vividly remember when I was in grade 8, 9, 10, all 3 years, I had a close group of friends. And सब group study करते हैं हम लोग, right, at that time. So I was always the one teaching my friends. And while teaching, my teachers always told me, if you want to find out that you have understood a concept properly, the best way to do it is teach somebody. Because if you yourself don't understand that concept, you can't really teach effectively to someone else. So I always used to make sure that I am the one who is going ahead and teaching. So, that kind of made me very comfortable with the concept of teaching. And then I thought, why was this not taught to us like this, in this way? I developed my own ways of doing it. And so this was one of the instances that kind of shaped. And then even in later years, I was always involved in talking to people, learning stuff, and then sharing it with whoever I knew. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
So after your masters, when you came back to India, what were the differences that you found in terms of the education system or what we are currently teaching our students and what they are learning? So because a lot of people have this comparison, जो भी पेरेंट्स अपने बच्चे के लिए एजुकेशन पर्टिकुलरली चूज करते हैं वो क्योंकि हायर एजुकेशन के लिए तो सभी का ये है कि आप लोग आइल्स दो और गो आउटसाइड, है ना, बिकॉज दे बिलीव कि बाहर एजुकेशन सिस्टम इज मच मोर मेच्योर. सो व्हाट वर द डिफरेंसेस दैट यू सॉ एंड मोर इम्पोर्टेंटली what what inspired you to be with your school. Like, you know, as a passionate person, you could have joined a college as well. Like, you are a well educated person, right? You could have gone to a college for being a professor. You would have you could have pursued more education for a PhD or anything. So why go to the school level? And as I asked, what were the differences that you saw?
I think there were many differences. See, I did my bachelor's from Jaipur only, Maharaja College. And, well, it wasn't a great experience. But when I went abroad, one major difference that I found out was that nobody cares if you attend a class. They believe that if you are an adult, you must know what's important for you. And those actions should reflect, and those thoughts should reflect in your actions. Number one. So I had to be, you have to be accountable to yourself, that you go there, get stuff done. Number two, one of the most important things that I remember this, it was the final viva of my master's. I was sitting in the examination hall with an external examiner, asking questions. And I remember she asked me, what's the main difference, or what's one thing that you learned in this entire course? And the most obvious answer, because this was out of syllabus question, I did not know she's going to ask me that. The most obvious answer that came out of my mouth was, I learned how to think critically, how to criticize things. Now, criticism is taken very offensively in our country, in our education system. But I believe inherently, even in the ancient Indian education system, the Gurukul system, Ved, Upanishad, in all these scriptures, we have always been taught and left free to ask questions.
Yes.
To criticize stuff. This has been lost in this imperial education system that we have right now, right? Asking questions is extremely important. So one thing that I learned as a major difference was that I can ask questions that do not align with my teacher. That was one major difference, and I think it's very, very important, because today you see any big organization, any disruptor in this world has been the one who has gone against the wind and asked tough questions.
Yes.
Right. So criticism is extremely important. That was one major difference. And of course, then there are things like, there is more practical stuff there. It's more, it's less theory based. In India, we're more related to books, into books. Then there is a lot of emphasis. One limitation is the emphasis on books, and one limitation of books is books don't change quickly.
Yes.
So the last time the NCERT was changed was probably 2 or 3 years back, which was after 10, 15 years.
Yes.
Right. I remember when I was in grade 10, there was a chapter in physics about the nuclear reactor. And it said that nuclear fission is possible, but it's not possible to control nuclear fusion.
Yes.
Right. And it's crazy, when I went there, only 4 or 5 years later, I found out that people are doing nuclear fusion reactors. And now China is building a nuclear fusion reactor that's probably going to, provide electricity to the entire country. Right. But still, in that NCERT book, it's the same thing mentioned.
So you have gone there, studied, and when you have come back, it still says it's not possible.
Thing. It's still the same. So the books don't change. One major difference there is they don't teach from books. They use books. They use books to teach, but they don't teach from books. They teach from research papers. So there is a concept, and then there is research going on it. So when you use those research papers to teach concept, you can teach the thing that's happening right now. What is the latest research? But we learn from books, and books are not dynamic, they're static. That's a big, big problem.
Probably that is also the reason why books are called best friend and not mentors.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I agree.
Why did you enter the school education?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Because there were many opportunities for you as well. Like, you studied internationally, you had all the exposure. You could have gone for higher studies, become a professor or anything. Why schools?
I did apply for a few PhDs. Got selected in a few as well. But for some reason, I decided to come back. One obvious reason was that my dad was already doing it. Now, it would be stupid to say that that was not on my mind, right? And unrealistic also. The second reason is, again, as I said, that I am passionate about education, and I saw that what are the things that I can learn from here and implement in the school that I have. Not everybody can think like that. A lot of people go to study abroad but can't use that education learned or the systems learned and apply the good things, only the good things. Of course, there are bad things also. Apply the good part in a school, because you need to have a school to do that. So I'm again very fortunate to have been a part of an organization that's been running from the last 45-50 years, and a system of education that's been in the family since the last more than 100 years across generations. So yeah, that made me think that go home, give it back to the students, improve their lives, and maybe that is what the purpose of your life is. I'm still doing that. I enjoy it every day.
Like, that is also true, because agreed that not many people have this opportunity to do so. But then again, if there were people who had an opportunity, it requires a lot of reflective thinking, because as a student, when you are abroad, you're basically grasping things, you're surviving there and you're studying. But when you return, you like, people only see that I have an organization running. Why play around with it? Why should I change things? Like, it's running well, I don't have to do anything. But then when you reflected on your education system from your internal thoughts, that this is where things are lagging, and I need to be the one to change it. So that is very commendable of you as well. So what are like, I'll be honest, I want to understand what are schools there for, right? Because people have thought that schools are just a norm. एक बच्चा 3.5 साल का हुआ है और उसको हमको स्कूल में डालना है, that's it. Home schooling is also catching up, but then again, हमारे देश में तो नहीं होने वाला है. आने वाले 5-10 साल मैं तो नहीं देख रहा हूँ कि बच्चे घर में ही पढ़ रहे हैं, क्योंकि वो स्कूल में भी नहीं पढ़ते हैं आधे टाइम. तो स्कूल्स किस लिए हैं? स्कूल्स आपको, क्योंकि अगर आप बात करें इंडस्ट्री रेडी की, सो व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट प्लेसमेंट्स, व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट मेकिंग बिजनेसेस, right, we think of only thing that is your college education or university level education. So what is the purpose of school right now, and what are schools preparing a student for?
It's funny that you asked that question, brother. And that reflects the failure of the system of education.
Yes,
right?
agreed.
I'll tell you a personal anecdote. There was a Google review on my school, on the school page, and this gentleman gave us 4 stars. And he said, great school, great management, thank you for that, good teachers, but the goal is not clear. And that is the problem with the parents, with the teachers, and with a lot of educators. According to me, again, I'm not the greatest educator educator on the planet, but I'm sharing my own views. What is the goal of a school? To get your student admitted in a certain college, to get your child admitted in a certain college, to get your child crack a certain exam, to have your child speak in a certain way. No, that's not the goal of a school. The goal of a school is to teach, to give your child a tool of kit for life. That is स्कूलिंग. गुरुकुल सिस्टम के अंदर अगर आप गुरुकुल में पढ़ने जाते थे उस जमाने में, आजकल भी बहुत सारे गुरुकुल हैं, एग्जिस्टिंग है, उनको बहुत ही नीचा माना जाता है कहीं जगहों पर, बट कहीं जगहों पर देयर आर ग्रेट गुरुकुल्स आल्सो एग्जिस्टिंग टुडे. व्हेन यू गेट आउट ऑफ गुरुकुल्स, आपको कोई डिग्री नहीं मिलती है, कोई सर्टिफिकेट नहीं मिलता है, कोई मार्कशीट नहीं मिलती है. सो व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय हैविंग अ गोल इज नॉट गेटिंग अ डिग्री. Unfortunately, we have set that as a yardstick, to measure your success of a child, of a school. I believe if a student is going to a school, if a boy is going to a school, if a girl is going to a school, they should be able to talk to the opposite gender without having hesitation, which happens a lot when they cross. They should be able to ask questions. They should be able to take risks. They should be able to see and read between the lines. Because this is what life is. From qualification, which is the degree that they achieve at the end, to education, which is the tool of kit that they have by the end of the schooling. This is the goal of a school. I think our system of education is moving in the right direction. It would be stupid and quite idiotic of me to say that we are moving in the wrong direction or whatever. But then there are a lot of loopholes that need to be plugged. And I think people are working on it. There's a lot of talk about education in the country right now. So schools, brother, are for you to have a tool of kit for life. And that's simple. There is no goal of a school. That's the only goal. अगर आप LKG में बच्चा पैदा मतलब स्कूल में एडमिशन लिया नर्सरी में, कई पेरेंट्स तो पैदा होने के बाद ही सोचते हैं कि कोचिंग कब कराऊं, राइट? तो देयर वाज अ फनी paragraph that I read, a question that I read on Quora. This gentleman asked, my child is, I've just had a kid and, we're soon admitting the child in preschool. What age do you suggest is right to enroll the child in coaching institute for NEET? तो एक आदमी ने लिखा नीचे कि सर आप तो बहुत लेट हो गए,
ऑलरेडी लेट हो,
मेरे पड़ोसी ने तो पिछले जन्म से एनरोल करा. So it's crazy how parents and people think about what schooling is. That's not schooling.
So like what do you think is the reason behind this thinking of parents? Like when we emphasize on asking questions as a society, everyone is looking for black or white answers, right? So probably that is also a reason why people are only looking towards the goal. For example, what will I get if I admit my student in this particular school or in this particular course? That is the question, right? So of course they need to understand that the school or any sort of any sort of education system, any sort of education institution is not only a thing that they attend or a place that they have gone to. It is their lifestyle. You see, they are living the majority of their life there, in a community, right? So obviously they'll learn to survive, they'll learn new things, but these skills that they learn are not really measurable. Is there a need of parents to understand all of this, or like what is the reason behind why a parent or why an individual, why as a society we are more looking forward that what will be the outcome, and only measurable outcomes are welcomed by the parents? So why is that? What is the reason do you think is that?
See, it is my philosophy again. I think our parents and their parents have been brought up in a certain way. And the education system that they have been brought up in has always been measurable. That's what the imperial education is. You go, you study, go to college and get a particular job. Either become a doctor or an engineer or, whatever. So you take science, commerce or humanities. And then you go in that field. So that's how you get marks and you're measured. लेकिन सेम क्वेश्चन क्या द्रोणाचार्य के शिष्यों ने या उनके पेरेंट्स ने पूछा होगा द्रोणाचार्य से कि सर आपके गुरुजी आपके आश्रम से निकलने के बाद अर्जुन को कितने मार्क्स मिलेंगे, किस लेवल का आर्चर बनेगा? नहीं पूछा होगा ना. सो the systems that they lived in, the life that they lived in did not ask for measurable outcomes. But we have been brought up in an environment where everything is measured, and that pressure of measurement and result goes on to add on top of the existing pressure on our kids. And that is the reason why our parents want everything, including you and I. we want everything to be measured. मेरा रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट क्या है?
क्या है?
मैंने आज ₹1,00,000 की स्कूल में फीस भर दी,
हाँ,
तो मुझे मेरे बच्चों को क्या मिला? तो जो बच्चा 35% लेके आ रहा है और जो बच्चा 95% लेके आ रहा है, क्या उन दोनों की रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट में डिफरेंस है क्या? नो, इट इज नॉट अ प्रोडक्ट. आपने ₹1,00,000 खर्च के मोटरसाइकिल नहीं खरीदी है. You've admitted your child, it is a human being. You can't have a return on investment on a human being. It would be stupid to ask for a return on investment. But we are brought up in such a way, it's not our fault, that we always want black or white. Life is mostly gray, it's not black or white.
yes.
Just like the sofa, right? We want black or white, but we need to understand that there cannot be a measurable outcome for everything. Are you married?
No.
So soon when you get married, you'll get to know, or ask your parents, they'll also help you out. Can they rate their marriage? मम्मी पापा से लड़ाई होती है ना एक दूसरे की, कभी किन्हीं की ज्यादा होती है, किन्हीं की कम होती है,
कहानी घर घर की।
कहानी घर घर की. और जितने ज्यादा शादी पुरानी होती है, लड़ाई उतनी ज्यादा होती रहती है. लेकिन सुबह उठते हैं, लड़ते हैं, दोपहर को और शाम तक सेट हो जाते हैं. क्यों? क्या आप इस मैरिज को मेजर कर सकते हो क्या? You can't. And how can you measure 12 years or 15 years of a person's life? That is school. It cannot be measured. I mean, it depends on you. If for you, measurement is 90% in an exam. For me, measurement is my child is able to walk confidently. For me, my measurement is my child is able to talk to a stranger with utmost confidence and ask good questions. He or she is curious. For me, that is enough. क्योंकि 90% लाने वाले का सक्सेस लाइफ में, प्रोफेशनल सक्सेस गारंटीड नहीं है.
Guaranteed नहीं। So, like, what's stopping us as individuals to understand this? Like, it's okay, like, you know, बहुत आसान है, हम लोग आज बात कर रहे हैं, हमने कह दिया कि भाई स्किल्स पे जज करो, आप जो पैसा लगा रहे हो उस चीज़ को आप आराम से ये देखो कि बच्चा क्या क्या सीख गया, क्या नहीं सीखा. तो ये चीज़ समझने में पेरेंट्स को कहाँ दिक्कत है? लाइक यू आर फ्रॉम द, लाइक आप उस लेवल पे एजुकेशन से जुड़े हुए हैं जहाँ पर पेरेंट डायरेक्ट आपसे टच में है. अगर हम बात करें कॉलेजेस की, यूनिवर्सिटीज की, दैट इज मोर ऑफ अ यू नो इंडिविजुअल थिंग कि बच्चा खुद गया है, पढ़ रहा है उसको. और क्योंकि इसका एक बहुत अच्छा एग्जाम्पल ये भी है, व्हेन यू आर इन अ स्कूल एंड यू मीट योर रिलेटिव्स, राइट, every year there is a question, how much did you get? But when you're in a course, like say for engineering, what are you doing? Engineering 4 साल बाद मिलते हैं
बस
right? Nobody ask कि फर्स्ट ईयर में कितना बना, सेकंड ईयर में क्यों? बिकॉज दैट यू नो, ठीक है निकल गई है गाड़ी, अब तू इंजीनियरिंग कर रहा है. बट स्कूल में हर साल आपके ऊपर एक प्रेशर है, एक स्टूडेंट के ऊपर एक प्रेशर है. तो व्हाई इज दैट अ परसेप्शन ऑफ अ पेरेंट, एंड व्हाट्स स्टॉपिंग अस फ्रॉम चेंजिंग दैट परसेप्शन?
पहला तो ऐसी पॉडकास्ट कम होती हैं तो ज़्यादा होनी चाहिए. थैंक यू फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी एंड हैविंग दिस डिस्कशन, बिकॉज नॉट एवरी पेरेंट इज एन एक्सपर्ट टीचर, राइट?
यस.
एंड जैसे हेल्थ रिलेटेड डिस्कशंस होते हैं तो लोगों को पता चलता है क्या हेल्दी है क्या अनहेल्दी है. वैसे ही एजुकेशन रिलेटेड डिस्कशंस होने चाहिए तो लोगों को पता चलेगा क्या सही है क्या गलत है. पहला तो ये. और दूसरा, मैं मानता हूं कि हमारा जो सिस्टम है कहीं ना कहीं वो भी रिस्पॉन्सिबल है इस चीज के लिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, टुडे वी लिव इन एन एज वेयर एवरीथिंग इज बेस्ड ऑन क्रैकिंग एन एग्जाम. आपने 10th में कितना स्कोर किया, 12th में कितना स्कोर किया, कुछ मैटर नहीं करता आज की डेट में, अनफॉर्चुनेटली. दिस इज द रियलिटी. व्हाट मैटर्स इज कि नीट या जेईई क्रैक किया नहीं किया. कॉमर्स वाले बचे हुए थे बेचारे, उसके लिए भी सीयूईटी आ गया, तो अब उसमें भी 12th में पढ़ाई करने की जरूरत नहीं है, सीयूईटी का एग्जाम क्रैक करो. सो यू आर बेसिंग एवरीथिंग ऑन कंपेटिटिव एग्जाम्स. अर्लियर योर स्कूल एजुकेशन वाज आल्सो बेस्ड ऑन एग्जाम.
यस.
Then you say that we are moving forward, but are we? In a way, it's difficult to answer, right? So because everything is set up like this, parents have to measure and they need to know यार मेरा बच्चा कितना स्कोर करेगा. So this is like a necessary evil, you know it's not good and you still have to do it. तो ना चाहते हुए भी पेरेंट जो है वो ये सवाल करता ही करता है.
I was asking what's stopping parents from changing their perception?
Again, I think parents need to be educated as well. नॉट एवरी पेरेंट इज एज एजुकेटेड. आई मीन दो टाइप के पेरेंट्स होते हैं. एक्चुअली 3 टाइप के होते हैं, बट मैं 2 टाइप को फोकस करूंगा. एक टाइप का पेरेंट वो होता है जो लाइफ में हाई अचीवर्स होते हैं. जो हाई अचीवर्स होते हैं वो क्या करते हैं, अपने बच्चे पे प्रेशर डालते हैं कि मेरा टाइम था तो मैं ये करता था. हम तो 90% शायद सड़क के नीचे, लैंप के नीचे पढ़ते थे.
तैर कर स्कूल जाते थे.
पता नहीं घर में रोशनी नहीं आती थी, लेकिन रोड
दिन में क्यों नहीं पढ़ते थे?
दिन में क्यों नहीं पढ़ते थे. वो हाई अचीवर्स होते हैं, वो अपनी स्टोरी उनकी बुक में लिखते हैं, बच्चों की बुक में. और दूसरे टाइप के होते हैं जो थोड़े लो अचीवर्स होते हैं, जिनको लगता है कि मेरे जो सपने पूरे नहीं हो पाए वो मैं मेरे बच्चे के थ्रू करूँ. तो उनको कुछ पता नहीं है कि बच्चे की लाइफ में क्या चल रहा है, क्या चल रहा है. वो सिर्फ बच्चे को बोलता है अरे पढ़ ले, थोड़ा सा पढ़ ले, वो देख उसने पढ़ाई कर ली, वो कहाँ पहुंच गया. एंड दिस इज वेयर यू नीड communication and discussions, good discussions. It is their canvas. Let them draw their own painting. If you were good at certain things, it's not necessary that your child is going to be good at it. So there is lack of education of parents. I think school education के अंदर एक बहुत important aspect है जो add होना चाहिए, वो है parent education भी. Most of the people become parents for the first time and they have no idea what to do. तो बीमारी का इलाज कराने के लिए आप डॉक्टर के पास जाते हो, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट के पास तो नहीं जाते. तो लाइफ का जो एक्सपर्ट है, एजुकेशन का जो एक्सपर्ट है, वो टीचर है. तो टीचर की बात सुनो और टीचर से एजुकेटेड हो. That's
When we talk about education system, three things come to mind: your school, your coaching centers, and your college or university, right? In schools, the approach is you study, let's say in 7th standard, right? Then you move to 8th. Your course progression, let's talk about science only, right? Your course progression from 7th to 8th is linear, right? 7th में जो आपको चैप्टर पढ़ाया था वहीं से छोड़ा हुआ आपको 8th से शुरू करेंगे और 8th से आपको आगे ग्रेड करेंगे. So do you think when a student like shifts from a school to a college, the education the gap between the education is there? Is it there? First of all, क्योंकि बहुत सारे बच्चों को हमने देखा है कि I just entered this college and whatever I studied back in 12th or 11th, it's gone, and whatever I am reading right now, I have no clue what I am studying. So is that a reason why, you know, हमने देखा है कि जब आप कॉलेज ढूंढते हैं ना, अपने लिए कॉलेज ढूंढते हैं, तो उसके अंदर आप 100 चीजें तलाशते हैं. ऑफ कोर्स व्हेन वी वर किड्स, हमारे पेरेंट्स ने स्कूल के टाइम भी तलाशी होगी 100 चीजें. लेकिन अभी क्योंकि एज अ स्टूडेंट आई हैव द अपॉर्चुनिटी टू सी व्हाट आई वांट, व्हाट आई एम लुकिंग फॉर इन द एजुकेशन environment that I'm entering. So in that case, what are the things that according to you one should measure, and is that gap really relevant today in 2025?
आई थिंक एक तो 8th से जब बच्चा 9th में आता है तो एक मेजर जंप लगता है करिकुलम में. The level of teaching in the level of subject. Then the next jump is from 10th to 11th, right? मेरे हिसाब से 12th से 1st 2nd ईयर में इतना डिफरेंस नहीं आता करिकुलम वाइज. जो मेजर डिफरेंस आता है वो आता है in the sphere of being on your own. When you are at school, you are treated as if you are in a cocoon. I always फेयरवेल पे, जब स्कूल में हमारे फेयरवेल होता है तो मैं सारे स्टूडेंट्स को एक बात जरूर बोलता हूँ कि राइट नाउ यू आर inside these 4 walls. Once you get out of these 4 walls, there is a dog sitting outside waiting for you, and it's ready to bite. And that dog's name is reality. When you get out of school, reality bites you. We are not prepared for that reality because we are very protected in school. So that is a major shift in college, but it is also good because then you are forced to move out of your comfort zone. And growth lies outside your comfort zone, right? So एक तो ये मेजर डिफरेंस है. आई डोंट थिंक पर्सनली करिकुलम वाइज बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस आता है. आई थिंक मास्टर्स के अंदर फिर भी थोड़ा डिफरेंस आता है, बट इन बैचलर्स एंड अंडरग्रेड्स देयर इज नॉट मच ऑफ अ डिफरेंस एज फार एज माई अंडरग्रेड वाज कंसर्न. And one more thing that I feel is there is in college you have to figure out stuff on your own in a way, not in terms of कि आप अपने पर हो, आपको अपने दोस्त बनाने सब कुछ करना है, बट ऑल्सो यू नीड टू नो कि यार कौन सी क्लास अटेंड करना मुझे ज़रूरी है, कौन सी क्लास अटेंड करना ज़रूरी नहीं है, कौन सा कॉलेज मेरे लिए अच्छा है, कौन सा कॉलेज। सारे पेरेंट्स एजुकेटेड नहीं होते जिनको पता होता है कि मेरे बच्चा इस चीज़ में अच्छा करेगा, इस कॉलेज में जाना चाहिए। सो काइंड ऑफ एज यू मेंशन कि यार हम अपनी रिसर्च करते हैं, हम खुद पता करते हैं। दैट इज ऑल्सो अ बिग डिफरेंस in school and college life. Now, you also asked, okay, what should we see in a good college? I think you should ask this question to a person who runs a college. But from my point of view, I would see which college is closest to the industry in terms of their curriculum and pedagogy, and कौन सा college, फॉर दैट मैटर कौन सा स्कूल भी, पेरेंट्स के लिए भी है ये, कौन सा कॉलेज या कौन सा स्कूल ज्यादा डायनेमिक है।
Let's simplify this for the parents and students looking right now. जो भी अभी देख रहे हैं उन लोगों के लिए हम लोग एक सिंपल कंपैरिजन भी नहीं, लेट्स आंसर दिस इन अ वे, व्हाट शुड अ पेरेंट लुक while choosing the school for their student, and what should they expect for their children, and what should a person who has just who has just completed their schooling should look for in a college, right? So why am I asking this question? Because हमारा जो एक prime concern जो हमने आज discuss किया है, that schools are not looking, you should not look at schools for measurable results. It should be more skill set based, right? You should judge by how your child has turned out to be. Correct. Right? So, and what should a person should look from college? So let's discuss about those things कि एक स्कूल में जब आप बच्चे को भेज रहे हैं तो आपकी क्या एक्सपेक्टेशन होनी चाहिए और किस तरह का आपको स्कूल देखना है, और अगर आप एक कॉलेज में एंटर हो रहे हैं तो what should be your expectations from them and what should you look for?
मैं एक तरीका बताता हूँ, बहुत ही सिंपल तरीका है। आपके जब आप अपने बच्चे के लिए स्कूल चूज कर रहे हो तो सबसे पहले तो देखो आपकी लोकेलिटी के पास में स्कूल कौन सा। यू डोंट वांट टू हैव योर चाइल्ड स्पेंड 40 minutes in the morning and 40 minutes or 1 hour in the afternoon while commuting. उसको अपनी आधी जिंदगी बेचारे को
बस में ऑटो में बितानी पड़ती है,
राइट। मोस्टली लोग अपनी प्राइड या अपनी सोसाइटल स्ट्रक्चर की वजह से स्कूल चूज करते हैं। आई डोंट पर्सनली अग्री विद दैट, बट टू ईच वन इज ओन वाली बात है। So don't go for a school that's too far. Go for a school that's in your locality so that your child doesn't travel much. Number 2, उस स्कूल के बाहर जाके 3-4 दिन खड़े हो जाओ छुट्टी के टाइम पे। Just go and stand there and observe how are the kids, how are they behaving. देखो जब रिजल्ट की बात आएगी तो न्यूज़पेपर में सबके ऐड आते हैं, या फिर उस स्कूल के बाहर बड़ा सा बैनर लगा होता है, सारे या फिर सोशल मीडिया पे। सारे स्कूल्स में बहुत सारे बच्चे 90 अबव स्कोर करते हैं। 90% ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स अपीयरिंग फॉर बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशन पास। तो 90% लाना आज की डेट में कोई बड़ी बात नहीं, राइट? सो डोंट obviously look at the results, but don't make it the only reason why you are choosing a child's school. Go outside and observe what are the kids doing, how are they behaving. Meet a random child, ask for a direction कि यार यहाँ जाना है, आप बता सकते हो. See how they talk to you. See how they're talking to their teachers.
That's a great.
If you know, so you will get to know कि एक पर्टिकुलर स्कूल के अंदर क्या एथिक्स, क्या माहौल है. आई थिंक दैट्स इनफ. आप किसी बच्चे से मिलते हो अपने रिलेटिव से, एक बच्चा है जो आपसे बदतमीजी से बात करता है और एक बच्चा जो आपसे तमीज से बात करता है. जो बच्चा तमीज से बात करता है आप उससे जरूर पूछोगे बेटा विच स्कूल डू यू गो टू. इट्स राइट देयर इन प्लेन साइट. जस्ट डू दैट. आई थिंक इसको ज्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड करने की जरूरत ही नहीं. That's for the schools. And for colleges, I think you should, as I mentioned, see how dynamic a college is. Dynamic का मतलब ये हो गया कि कितनी जल्दी एक कॉलेज पिवट करता है, चेंज करता है अपने आप को. स्टैटिक नहीं रहना चाहिए. कॉलेज एजुकेशन शुड बी, you should be on your toes all the time. मतलब it should be the busiest time for you in your entire life. in college life, you should be on your toes, doing this project, working on this, going for this exhibition, participating in this activity, going for this internship. There should be a connect between industry and college. So you should be able to work in an organization, see if you like it or not. If you don't like it, let it go. Go for the next one. It should be a buffet. You should have the opportunity to do so many things and taste so many items. And then you can make out in the next 4 years or 3 years what you really want to do in your life. Not basis. Placement is one reason, but it's not the only reason.
That's a lot to digest. First of all, thank you so much for sharing all of that. And what I got to understand is that, stop, like, parents and students need to stop complicating things for themselves. It's right there. Whatever, skill based learning is much more superior than, measuring your numbers. That is what I believe, what I understood from this discussion. So on that note, sir, thank you so very much for sharing all those insights. And I hope you keep the good work up and, take forward the education system of Jaipur, Rajasthan, and India globally. Thank you so much for being here. That was all for this episode of The Future You. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe.